Okay, so a lot of people have been talking about this for almost 3 months now, and to be honest, I was eventually gonna make a video later down the line, but the spat between Keane and Carragher the other day made me finish it sooner than I planned, and yes, we will get to that. So, is a near 37-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo currently a problem for Manchester United? Look, before I get into it, I first want to say that Cristiano Ronaldo is arguably the greatest and inarguably one of the greatest footballers to have ever lived. But as far as him being a problem right now at this stage of his career at a club like Manchester United, well, we can only go by the team stats when he's not. Of course he's not a problem, you dumb twat. And here is why. So, what are the reasons why people call him a problem? Well, as usual, let's start from the very beginning. So apparently United signing him was a mistake, and by doing so, they have regressed considering they finished second the season before. Let's look into this. Okay, it is widely believed that they only signed him to stop him going to City. I don't know if that's 100% factual, but let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say it is. If so, is this the best reason to sign a player who, quite rightly, demands astronomical wages? No. Was it even the right decision? Yes! See, people say it isn't because he interrupts United's style and philosophy. What philosophy? Have you been watching the same United I have? Because apart from the counter-attacking setups against the big teams, Oli never had a distinct philosophy at Manchester United. United fans may not want to hear this, but they only finished second that season for 2 reasons. 80% of it was because of the fact that both Liverpool and Chelsea publicly were going through difficult patches for different reasons, while the other 20% was because of Bruno Fernandes. 30 goal contributions in his first full season in the league. Crazy. But you see, the team was never going to function around Bruno anymore once Ronaldo stepped onto the scene. But people have a problem with this. They say, why build a team around Ronaldo when Bruno was doing amazing? As in, you know, if it ain't broke. But here's the problem. It was broke. Listen, I love Oli and he is undoubtedly a legend of the club, and to be fair, he did improve United in some aspects since he took over from Mourinho. But believe me, tactics and philosophy weren't one of those aspects. As established, United only finished second because of the problems other teams have had, and that shouldn't be what a quote-unquote fixed United team is. A fixed United would be those who are genuine title contenders in their own right, and right now, they only have a chance to do that if they build a team around Ronaldo. Now here is where the absolute morons start yapping. But they've been doing this since the beginning and United are now 8th. No, they didn't. Even I know how to do this better than Oli. And I only learned the other day that tactics in fact weren't those things you suck on to have better breath. And here's Oli's most obvious mistake, and I've said this so many times before. You don't play Ronaldo through the f***ing middle. Ronaldo has never felt comfortable playing through the middle, be it any formation, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, or even 3-5-2. You start Ronaldo from the left and build a team around him. Go look back on the most important goals he's scored since he's been back at United. It's either when he started on the left or was pushed to the left with the front man coming on. Now, does this mean he will function as a winger and his goals will be coming from cutting in following stepovers and chops? No, it's not 2006. Playing him on the left doesn't mean you play him as a left winger. You give him a free role. Ronaldo's best performance this season was easily away to Villarreal. He completed the most take-ons out of everyone on the pitch, scored the winning goal and was involved in the second. And guess what? It was the first time this season where he was truly given a free role starting from the wing. I obviously wasn't in the dressing room, but I'm pretty sure Carrick took a page of Zizou's book and said to the other players on the front line that Ronaldo goes wherever he wants and you two cover the gaps. That's where you get the best out of him. When you do this, his unrivaled intelligence makes him impossible to pin down. Now, what are the cons of this system? Well, not that he does anyway, but Ronaldo won't press and will have diminished defensive responsibilities. I'm sorry, but do you know what building a team around a player means? You use the rest of the team to accentuate his strengths and cover his weaknesses. If Manchester United's all-time top scorer sacrificed himself to get the best out of Ronaldo, why can't these guys? Well, to be fair, we don't know if they can or not, because apart from Carrick that one time, in no game this has properly been done. Speaking of Carrick, by the way, this brings me to the Chelsea game and the admittedly decent result. There are people out there trying to draw a correlation between Ronaldo coming on and United conceding, as well as him not being on and United scoring. And to be fair, you can't really blame those people for thinking like that. After all, it's not their fault fault that their mums were smoking during pregnancy, let's set a few things straight. They got a draw not because 11 men pressed throughout, which they didn't, by the way, but because Carrick employed 3 CDMs. But that doesn't mean you have to drop Ronaldo, so why did he? Well, unless it's a minor knock. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with United having 3 games in 7 days, and truth be told, this game made the most sense giving him a rest for, as, you know, 3 CDMs. As far as United conceding correlating to Ronaldo coming on, well, unfortunately I do not possess enough tactical intelligence to go into too much detail in this argument with these people, but I did work really hard to draw up a diagram, so I hope it helps. Now this is where I agree with Roy Keane. If they did build a team around Ronaldo properly, would they win the Premier League? No, but they would be genuine contenders and would become a solid cup team. And honestly, that will do for the time being. And then get a CDM, but also change your captaincy, cause good God. Now, if you don't think that's gonna work, well, I guess I'll have to provide any potential evidence I could find. So, was there ever a team with cup success who were built around an aging Ronaldo on the left? Please remind me. I forget things sometimes. Which brings me to my next point. Those saying that football has evolved and it's not like that anymore. The three-peat was only 3 years ago, you absolute tool shed. And yes, that is a long time in football, but not long enough for the game to have completely moved on from a style that was used by a team who won 3 Champions Leagues on the bounce. Even Ronaldo is the exact same player he was back then. As a matter of fact, he's been the same since the second half of 2014, where he had to adapt his game after his right knee gave out. His tallies went down after moving to Juventus, but that was cause it's a different team and league that he had to adapt to, and he actually had a completely different role at Juventus where he had to and did drop deep and take people on. But you see, though he did do this brilliantly, that isn't how you get the best out of him at this stage of his career. Having said that though, that wasn't necessarily Juve's fault. They just didn't have the players to build a team around him properly. And this is the sad part. Manchester United actually do have those players. They just haven't had a manager yet who knows how to use these players properly in a system around Ronaldo. And if Ralph Rangnick, or as is known to his friends, Ralphostus Ralph, is as intelligent. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know a great deal about him outside the Gegenpress and his obsession for caffeine. But if he's as intelligent as everyone says he is, he will be able to implement his own style while making Ronaldo the focal point from the left. In addition though, and this annoys me too, building a team around Ronaldo and covering his weaknesses will make him feel special, and this is a key factor cause, well, he is egotistical and very insecure. It's not a coincidence that Ronaldo didn't like playing under managers like Rafa Benitez, who is cold to the extent that he barely even tells the players well done. And it also isn't a surprise that his best form was under Sir Alex Ferguson, Carlo Ancelotti and Zinedine Zidane. They did this, constantly telling the press that he's the best, but that's what you need with Ronaldo. His mentality, while positive from almost all angles, can at rare times be a double-edged sword. Also, by the way, the whiny, annoying side of his mentality means that you never bring him off the bench, especially in big games. Atletico Madrid vs Real Madrid 2015, Manchester United vs Everton 2021, Chelsea vs Manchester United 2021, hell, Chelsea vs Manchester United 2008, all big games he came off the bench. Look, I know I'm talking like I know the guy personally, but I followed his career closely for 17 years. Bringing him off the bench is almost never good. Resting him, on the other hand, when done and spoken to correctly, gives him the message that the coach is prioritizing him and therefore saving him for more important games. Honestly, it's not ideal to have a crybaby like that, especially for you manly men out there who believe men should be men staying manly for men while you hide behind your keyboard and whine online. But it's the same mentality that has seen him almost single-handedly win trophies before, and if you do that from now, I guarantee cup success will come soon enough. It's not even that Ronaldo can only do well under these managers. He was world class under every single manager he's played for. But this is my point. This isn't about what's best for Ronaldo. This is about what's best for this Manchester United team. Also, if any idiot is wondering, how would you build a team around Ronaldo when he occasionally may need to rest, as you said? Firstly, it's very rare for him to have to rest anyway. And secondly, have a plan B like every top team does. Yeah, I know. Who am I talking to? Madrid did exactly what I'm talking about in the 16-17 season and won both La Liga and Champions League. And yes, while United don't have that level of talent, they actually have ideal players for a plan B. Trust me, this circa 2017 Real Madrid plan would be perfect for this United team. Not only for Ronaldo, but also to utilize the wide array of attacking talent who, right now, are mostly just making up numbers. In summary, prioritize what's best for the team, and that in turn means prioritize Ronaldo, and that in turn means stop playing him through the middle, and that in turn means cover his weaknesses from the left, and you're gonna have to trust me on this, that in turn would mean immediate cup success for United. And then you have some practice in that system, get a competent CDM, change the captaincy, and who knows? Who knows? And that is that. Agree or disagree? Beats indifference. Once again, like, comment and share. And yes, subscribe. Till next time, you keep rolling.